What's happening there, YouTube? Genji here, and today we're going to be checking out some more new, well, quote-unquote new Steam releases with Timberborn, which has just released into 1.0, although I believe it originally released in 2021 into early access, so it's been around for a few years now, but apparently it is finally ready for us to take a look at the full release. Now, Timberborn is a colony management sim / water management sim where we play a group of upright walking beavers who have inherited what remains of the Earth after the downfall of humanity. So let's see if we can lead these beavers into a glorious new utopia here with a new game. We have factions of beavers, apparently. We already have some inter-beaver conflict with Folktales versus Iron Teeth. And apparently they sound like minions. So Folktales are easygoing but hardworking. Folktales are expert farmers, they respect nature, and it rewards them with plentiful bounties. Their motto, comfort, food, and sturdy wood. I had to make that rhyme. And Iron Teeth, defectors of the traditional timber ways. They mastered iron and science to build advanced machinery. They achieve progress through ingenuity, efficiency, and disregard for the environment. Their motto, work hard, work hard. Well, wouldn't that kind of bring us back to the exact type of fate that we were trying to undo with humans? Iron Teeth are just repeating the mistakes of the past, so I guess let's start with Folktales because we actually have to unlock Iron Teeth by playing as Folktales, so let's continue. Official maps. Custom maps, nothing here yet. Okay, so we have lakes, plains, and waterfalls, which say they are beginner-friendly. And then we have a number of, other very interesting looking maps here. And these are unconventional, oh god. Beaverome, there's some tryptophobia stuff here. Diorama, Oasis, and Pressure. Okay. 256 by 256 seems small, but I guess we'll get a feel for it once we actually get in here. So I guess let's start with the vanilla map, and then we'll see, at least until we learn the game a bit, and then we'll see if we want to maybe switch to something that's a bit more interesting. But since this is the vanilla map here, we'll go ahead and select this to begin with. We're going to play on normal. We will enable the tutorial so I can figure out how to play. Let's begin. Here they come. The journey to the west. What? You're leaving water behind. Why not start there? Let my people go. Oh god. Go downriver a bit and use that bridge. No! Why would you jump into that? No wonder they started walking upright. They were mutated by toxic water. They're lucky they didn't come out of that looking like the Hulk. Or a feral ghoul from Fallout. There goes the last of the booze. Oh, he found some green. Oh god, a lot of it. How do they not hear that waterfall from like 10 feet away? You guys, trees! Let's cut them all down to build a windmill. What would you like to call your settlement? Ooh. Hit me with the hard questions right out of the gate. What's a beaver-based pun that plays off of an existing, well-known location? For some reason, the first location that popped into my head is Anor Londo from Dark Souls. So maybe we could do something like Anor Logdo, Anor Londam, Anor Logdam, something along those lines. Let's see, Anor Logdo. Sure. Here we are. Wow, there were quite a few. 1, 2, 13. 13 homeless beavers in what looks like a little river valley in an otherwise disastrous looking wasteland. Some very Fallout looking wastelands here. So let's see. The tutorial is blinking at me from the corner here. Welcome to Timberborn. This tutorial will help you set your paw in the wasteland and survive the first days. You will learn how to use the tools needed to build a thriving beaver community. As you progress through the next steps, the tips will appear here. Basics. First, let's have a look around the area. Move camera. Okay, easy enough. Rotate the view with mouse. Easy, or Q and E. If you want to check on your beavers up close, that's how we do it. Or get a wider view of the settlement, you can zoom in, zoom out. There they are. Oh, we went too far. We examined too close. We saw into the abyss. Here. Okay, I can pause with spacebar. Here, stop moving around so I can get a good look at you. Yep. That's a beaver. That is a beaver named Oyana, who is homeless and unemployed. We got a bunch of bums. The game can be paused at any moment. Okay, I just figured that out. Pause and unpause. You can also increase the game speed. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Wood. Every beaver settlement needs logs, and lots of them. Only lumberjacks cut trees. Build lumberjack flags next to nearby trees. Place lumberjack flag. Okay, I see wood blinking here. Lumberjack flag. Employs a lumberjack that cuts trees. Medium chance of chipped teeth. Disastrous. Okay, I see. So we have there's a work area around the flag. So I guess you want to put this somewhere that hits as many trees as possible. Something like this. Did I do that right? I need to place 2 of them. Here's some more trees here. We can't reach these trees up here, so I guess we'll place it right here. Continue. The flags will not be built unless they are in the district's building range. Select the district center to see its building range. Oh. Well, that's silly. That doesn't cover, like, any of that. It is too far from a district and cannot be reached. Build more paths or a new district. Oh. I need to build, like, a road. Will that increase our path? Here we go. Will that increase the reach of our district here? Here, everybody stop moving. Do we want to leave some space in front of this for things? Let's leave like a tile. Don't have to mark that as a path, okay. So to get to this, I guess we'll have to go around these trees, so like this. How's that? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so paths extend the valid range of our community center, or of our community in general, I guess. Well, we need to build some more paths over to this guy here. So let's go straight back. And to here. Did I build that the right direction? I did, okay. Nope. He's already on it. He knows what to do. Shamra. He got a little hammer on his back. Or her back. Building. They're building. It doesn't cost any resources. They innately can create lumberjack stands. Nothing to do in range. I'm gonna wait until this tutorial finishes. He gave up. Why did you give up? I guess let's figure out what to do here. Nothing to do in range. cut trees. We have to tell them to cut trees? Cut this tree. Okay, the alert went away. Okay, so I have to tell them specifically what trees cut? Oh boy. Cut. Oh, I can mark just the ground. Oh, I can click and drag. Okay, clicking and dragging, way better than individually selecting 1,000 trees. So grab all of those, I suppose. And all of those. We'll start with that. We don't want to decimate the environment right off the bat. Okay, so everybody has stopped working, so I'm guessing they only work during daytime, during daylight hours. So they're just gonna pace around the wasteland here, staring at each other uncomfortably. Here, let's kick this into high speed. Oh god. I know they're sleeping, but it looks like they all just dropped dead all of a sudden. Look at them sleeping away on the hard ground. We need to get these guys some houses ASAP. Oh, the little baby beaver. Making some horrifying noises. Look at his little face. Oh. Okay, it's a new day. We finished building the second lumberjack flag. Okay. Every building with an entrance must be connected to a district center with a path. We figured that out on our own. When you select a building, you can see its entrance marked by an arrow. Build paths to connect the lumberjack flag to the district center. We figured that out. Lumberjacks only cut trees in areas that you mark for cutting. We figured that out. Use the mark cutting area. Yep. We're good. Water and food. The important things. Build a water pump to ensure continuous access to drinking water. Remember to connect the pump to the district center. Water. Water. Water pump. Here we go. Okay, so it has an entrance, and I'm guessing this little end bit here needs to actually go into the water. Can we... We can mirror it. Okay. So we can do something like that. It's too far from a district and cannot be reached. Well, that's fine, because we know that we can build a path there, right? There. Path tool. Path tool was here. Here we go. We're gonna make a path to this. Easy. Now it's not complaining about not being part of the district. So you guys can get on that. Go on. Build it. Oh, this needs logs. It needs 12 logs. Oh, there they are. They're hauling, carrying 2 logs each. Okay, so this takes, what, 12 logs? So it's going to be 6 cycles of carrying logs over here. Can we increase? Like, there's a bunch of beavers doing nothing. Can we tell them to help? Well, I guess there's only 1 log here, but there should be some more here, right? Yeah, there's 6 logs here. You. Okay, you work at the district center. You work at Lumberjack Flag. So how do I make you work at... Oh, can I tell these guys? Does making them work at the district center make them haul? Is that how this works? He's got a little hammer on his back. Okay, I think he just figured out that he needs to actually start working now. This is what having a job is like. There he goes, okay. So we can have a maximum of 4 haulers, I guess, unless we build another district center. Although, from the description, it sounds like that would actually start like a separate community. But I think 4 should be enough for now. Okay, they're working on that. I guess, can we look ahead while we're waiting for that to be built? I guess we can also just speed it up. Go, beavers, go! There we go. Continue. In addition to water, beavers need food. Gatherers automatically gather berries within the gatherer flag's range. You can see the range when placing the flag, okay? Build a gatherer flag. Whoops. Well, I see a bunch of berries here, so presumably we're going to want this to be near this. District workers on it. He's gonna hit this empty patch of ground with a hammer until a gathering station magically appears. Everybody's thirsty. We have a water pump. Quench your thirst at our water pump, I see. It has one worker that has to manually pump the water. So, until we actually get some water pumped, only one beaver can drink at a time. We have a round-robin system here. Alright, in the long run, we need something more nutritious. Build a farmhouse to plant and harvest crops. Like flags, a farmhouse has limited range. If you're running low on workers, you can pause some buildings. To do so, select a building and click the pause buttons. Well, we have 2 unemployed beavers. So food. Efficient farmhouse. I guess we'll make use of this empty flat land here. Let's build our farmhouse. I don't know, here? Or do we want to like set it off in its own little side thing, a side road here? Let's see. Let's do... Where's path tool again? Paths. Let's put like a 1, 2, 3, 4 empty spaces here, and then we'll build a farmhouse here. That's gonna take 25 logs. Can we build these guys some houses? Housing, yes. We can build a lodge. 3 inhabitants. Gives them sleep and shelter needs, or fulfills their sleep and shelter needs. So I guess... Path tool? Path tool? Yeah, we'll do some housing off here in the wasteland, where we don't need the green grass for crops. What do we put here? We'll only put 2 here. Where was that again? Housing. Lodge. Can we build this on top of a sleeping beaver? Other buildings can be built on its top. Oh, interesting. How do you get into it, though? Do they climb up the side? Oh, there's stairs. Oh, can we cancel this? Demolish. If that's how this works, then we should probably set these back 1. That way we can build a staircase up to it. We can mirror it like that and then build a staircase here, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, build me 2 first. I don't know how they're going to prioritize delivery of this, if we're divvying up our very limited resources too much right now, or if they'll just... It looks like they're just concentrating on the farmhouse for now. Can we speed this up? You guys work a little faster, please? Can I assign more of these guys to lumberjack workers 1 of 1? 1 of 1. I guess I could technically put another lumberjack stand, and then we'll have another opening for a lumberjack, right? So, I copy this. Where was that? It's under wood. Lumberjack flag. Another stand here. Although I think all of our district workers are currently going to be working on building this farmhouse, so it might be a bit till they get to that. There we go. Efficient farmhouse employs farmers to plant and harvest crops. The expanded Folktales design fits more farmers. The efficiency depends on the no eating at work policy. And we can have up to 3 workers here, but we're out of unemployed beavers, so we can only have 2. So actually, we could probably cancel this, because we're not going to have an extra beaver to actually work there. Where were we? Here. In the long run, yeah, we did that. Continue. Farmers do not start working until you tell them what and where to plant. Use the plant crops tool to designate a carrot field. Crops need to be planted on irrigated green land, otherwise plants will dry out and eventually die. Carrots. Do they need to be connected to the path, or can they just be anywhere? 100 carrots. 10. Well, that's going to intersect our forest there, so I guess 8. 32. 48. 64. 72. 80. 88. 96. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like most of our available space. Working hours. Adjusting working hours is one way to manage your settlement. Yes! We can work our beavers to death. No breaks. Work around the clock. Longer workdays mean faster progress, but every evening beavers need time to relax and sleep. Don't push them too hard for too long. How come these digital beavers get to live better lives than I do as a human? For now, let's increase the working hours just a little. Set working hours to 18. Storage and science. Many buildings have some built-in storage, but it fills up quickly. Build a large pile to store more logs. Each storage building holds a single good. You can set the stored goods after selecting the building. Okay, so build, storage, small pile, large pile, underground pile. Interesting. Okay, so they want a large pile for logs. Where do we want to put storage? Maybe here, and then we work back this way, so storage. It's the right size for the hole that we have there. Logs. Okay, that makes sense. And, oh, they have to build it first. Got it. We have an unconnected building. Where? Oh, here. Right. I built houses, but nobody can actually get to them because they refuse to walk 5 feet to the front door. They can't step off a path. It's lava. Oh, we immediately have 3 beavers moving in. Nugun, Shamra, and Illa. And they're still working on this house, okay. 2 logs. 1 log. We have no unemployed beavers, so we're just gonna have to deal with the slow early resource grind. I guess we can just speed this up, right? What is this? Blockage. A natural barrier blocking water can be demolished. Huh? Why would we want to? I guess it would cause this to fill with water, but what would that do? I guess it would, technically it would cause the grass to go in, right? Because it looks like the water is what causes grass to grow around the perimeter of the river. Seems like it, yeah, because the river ends right here, and then we have this kind of like cone. This circle of grass around the river. Yeah. Oh. But not this water. This is bad water. Must be built on the ground. Wait, you can build a source of bad water? Why do we have to clean up the humans' mess? Oh, right. They're all dead. Nope. What is this? Ruins. Very interesting human city design. Just a stack of skyscrapers with nothing else around it. Definitely how we lived as humans. Oh. That's kind of cool. Kind of like a gigantic human aqueduct, perhaps? Blockage. Like, this aqueduct is many times taller than our skyscrapers. I like how the bad water and the good water mix together into kind of like toxic brackish. Yeah, from what I've seen, we'll have to do some water management, like building dams, redirecting rivers. We can create aquifers and reservoirs. We can blow up rock to kind of redirect rivers and floodplains and that kind of thing. But we're way off from that. We have 2 houses and 2 logs. Let's see, we need some more houses. But for right now, we finished our storehouse. All liquids are stored in tanks. This includes water we've been pumping. Build a small tank. Is that underwater? Water pump. Storage. Here we go. This is blinking. Small tank. Stores liquids. Capacity 30. Maybe put this over here by the... Maybe something like this? They want 3 of these. Because I'm sure we'll have more than one type of storehouse here, because we have like 6 different types of goods we'll be storing here. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room for some more storehouses. We'll let these get built. These are 15 logs each. Berries. And while we're waiting on that, let's take a look at science. Beavers are the engineers of the animal world. It's time to turn their lumberpunk ideas into reality. Build an inventor to produce science points. An inventor? Huh. Okay. This kind of looks like this. Maybe we do something like... where should we stick this? He can live out of town like an outcast. His mad scientist Beaver. Okay, we're kind of just waiting on logs at the moment. Set small tank to water. Ah. Whoa, why are there so many different types of fluids? What do we have here? Antidotes, extract, biofuel, catalyst, maple syrup. Can you imagine having that much maple syrup? That 3 times taller than your height, just full of syrup. Water is what we want to set this to. Water and water. We have Shamra here just sitting around doing nothing. No goods. Why are you sitting around? Did you... Oh, he's already chopped all the trees. Okay, well I guess chop some more. Destroy the environment we're supposed to be saving. How do I get up to these guys? Oh, these have 8 wood. Look at that. It died. These only have 1 wood. I guess I need to unlock a stair to get to that? Yeah. Let's get stairs ASAP. Well, I guess if this guy's gonna be standing around... Do I need to set more trees here? Cut trees? I do. Cut... Oh, these are those. These are... Yeah, they're both oaks. Okay, I cut those. Those are worth 8. More bang for our beaver buck. Cut. Cut trees. Give trees. Can you reach that? You can. There he goes. That's a lot of tree for you, bud. You sure you can handle it? He's going to town. Whoa! He destroyed that thing. It's kind of shocking how quickly we've gone through our starter allocation of trees here. Although these are technically denser in wood, but hopefully they'll, do these regrow? Left over. Oh, mighty forest, how I pine for thee, unknown beaver poet. These are still growing. We'll see if, I guess, new ones pop up here. We only chopped down the fully grown trees, which is good. We've got... This guy's an early riser. He was running to the water barrel before anybody else woke up. Are we out of food? We are out of food. I wonder if I should unassign... We'll pause this, because there's no planting going on, right? These beavers are just standing around waiting for 4 days to pass so they can harvest carrots. We'll let them go do something else in the meantime. Here. Copy settings, duplicate. Let's duplicate our log stand. There are lumberjack flags, so we can get an additional lumberjack up here, because we're wasting a lot of time just waiting for wood at the moment. There we go. All liquids are stored in tanks is done. Finally, let's prepare some storage for berries. We should also get ready for the upcoming carrot harvest. Food, just like many other box goods, is stored in warehouses. Build 2 medium warehouses. Storage, medium warehouse. Where do we want to do storage? Other buildings can be built on its top. Well, unfortunately, this one can't be mirrored. So you'd have to, like, stagger 1, 2, and then put the one on top in the middle if you wanted to have, like, a double stack of warehouses. Where do we house our warehouses? One, 2, 3. We can do 3 warehouses here. Or do we do them here? Make this like the storage alley. Which just doesn't give us a lot of... We'll have to like cut into our berry bushes here to put the storage here, but... I guess if we double stack, it'll give us twice as much. If we do something like this... They want 2 medium warehouses. So like this. One for berries, one for carrots, and then we can do, when we get staircases unlocked, we can put them in the middle like this. And put a staircase up to it. Perhaps. We'll need a path. That is not what I wanted. This. Need a path to each of those. How are our carrots looking? 65%. Lumberjacks are gnawing away. I guess while we wait, let's look at what else we have down here. Paths and structures. Spiral stairs. Platforms. Triple platform. Oh, height. Got it. Zip lines. Can't unlock platform. I don't want to unlock it. I want to check out zip lines. Whoa. It's a ski lift. Zipline pylon. Zipline beam. Very cool. Gate. The gate! Oh, I see. It goes like on a path. It's got a path in the middle of it. Okay. Disconnects the path on demand. Suspension bridge. 1, 2... Oh, this goes across a river. Whoa. It's a lot of bridge. Okay. And then overhang. Oh, interesting. This is for, I guess, like, building off of cliffs. Neat. There's a lot of verticality in this game then. And then metal platform. Supported by a sturdy central column. Huh. What would be the use of this, I wonder? Can I build up a column with like platforms and then put a big topper on it, metal platform on top? Landscaping, we have dams, levees, floodgates, block water up to an adjustable height, double and triple variety. Whoa. How much water are we gonna have to be dealing with here? Fill valve, throttling valve, impermeable floor, dynamite. Yeah. Do a little land restructuring. Anyway. Hauling posts. Haulers assist workers within a district in carrying goods, greatly increasing their productivity. Oh. Carrying capacity plus 100%. Oh, this is how we should get new haulers. Create a hauling post. Although that takes, looks like, planks, maybe? No goods selected. We want berries and carrots, right? Our carrots are not quite done yet, so we will keep the farm shut down. Hauling berries. What are we doing over here? 2, 2, 1. Oh yeah, our science building is done. We have Oyana, the beaver scientist, who's produced 5 science for us. We have 7 homeless beavers. We should probably get on that as well. We can duplicate from here. So this is 3, 6, 9. Can I copy paths as well? I can. Duplicate B. Save me a little time from going into the menus. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Build those. And finish my warehouse. And then we'll see where we're at. There's one. Immediately got 3 tenants. And our houses are complete. We have 2 available beds. So everybody's housed. Nobody's going to be sleeping on the wasteland ground. Our warehouses are complete, so we'll continue that. Science is complete, we'll continue that. For now, let the inventor work. Once you accumulate enough science points, we'll spend them to unlock more advanced buildings. Housing. They want us to build 6 lodges. 2 beavers are better than 1. Houses improve your beaver's well-being and allow your folktales population to grow. Oh, so we have to build well, I say oh like it's some kind of novel concept that we have to build houses to allow people to procreate, but yeah, I guess we'll have to create more available housing than our current population in order to give them space to grow. So beavers automatically assign themselves to available housing slots. Okay. So we need 1 more. And we don't have stairs yet. How much stairs cost us? Stairs are going to cost us 70. So I guess we'll just keep building our row houses here. All the way up to the edge. Copy this to here. And then we have power and planks. More advanced buildings require power, and beavers like their power to come from the river. Place a water wheel in the flowing water along the riverbank. New well-being high score, 3. Your beavers are happier than ever. Your beavers are happier than ever. I love a happy beaver. Interesting. Water wheel produces power at 270 horsepower per cubed meter per second. Interesting. Power wheel, 50 horsepower. A beaver-operated backup source of power. It's a giant hamster wheel. I feel like beavers would be insulted by this. We're not hamsters. We're beavers. Power shaft for delivering power. Vertical power shaft for delivering power upward. Clutch engages or disengages power transmission. Okay. Wind turbine. Generates power proportional to wind speed. Large wind turbine. Gravity battery. Stores power surplus and gives it back when the network is unpowered. Very interesting. I like the natural battery concept for beavers. I'm sure we do that in the real world too. I know a lot of the US's extra power is actually stored as either water, where they'll use like pumps, electric pumps to pump water up in elevation into like either a big tank or into a large reservoir up a hill, and then they can extract the water back out of it by releasing that water and then capturing it with a water wheel when it flows back down. Or as flywheels. I read an article about a new company that's basically just doing that. They're building gigantic flywheel installations and then using electricity from the electric grid to just spin up these gigantic flywheels, and then those flywheels can be converted back into electricity when needed. So they're like they're physical batteries as opposed to chemical batteries. Right, water wheel. So a water wheel is going to need to be connected to a building, right? Or I guess we could just connect it to a power shaft and then put buildings off of that. So what kind of buildings would actually use this rotational energy? An observatory uses 200 horsepower. A smelter uses 200 horsepower. A gear workshop uses 120 horsepower. Paper mill 80, printing press 150. This is 100, 250, so gear workshop is probably going to be one of our early power consuming, because it's only 100 research. Although that consumes plank, so there must be something that converts... Oh, here we are, lumber mill. Converts wood into planks, consumes 50 horsepower. Gotcha. Where... We need somewhere along the water, but with enough room that I can put like a stack of these power-consuming buildings in a row, and then run power shafts behind it. So I guess let's wait for these last few trees to be consumed here, and then we'll do like lumber mill and gear workshop and all of our power consuming buildings just in a row here. And that'll put our water wheel... let's build a path first. Something like this, perhaps? I'll probably, once these last trees are gone, I'll probably temporarily relocate this. Or not temporarily, I will relocate it, but we'll leave it there temporarily, is what I meant to say. And then we can do our water wheel, like, here? How deep is this? So our shaft will need to be along this axis right here. So if we do our water wheel here, like that, 348 horsepower. And then we can do our distribution here along this plane. So work faster. I need these trees cleared. Oh, our carrots are ready. How long have those been sitting there untouched? Everybody back to work. They got little hats. Look at their little hats. Those are some gigantic carrots. They're like the size of a beaver. It's like a 10,000 calorie carrot. Okay, housing is done. We'll check that one off. More beavers. Beavers do not reproduce unless there are empty housing slots available, right? We kind of assumed that. Folktales need 2 adults and an empty slot for the magic to happen. Tip. Beaver children are called kits. Have a kit. Interesting objective for a game. Make a baby. Okay, so like this building, nobody here is going to produce a child because there's no room for the child. But this building, these two guys, I guess that's why they don't have genders. Probably overcomplicate trying to make sure that a breeding pair moves into a building. So this gender non-specific beaver and this gender non-specific beaver will produce a kit. And the same here. And the same here. And there's some very interesting age dynamics going on with beaver society, but we're not going to talk about it. Okay, so we have space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new beavers. Everybody work faster. Oh, more beavers. They already had them. In the 5 minutes that we looked away, we have 2 new beavers, 3 new beavers. There we go. Age 0, age 0, age 0. Come on, Roma and Illa and Nugun and Zolyafi. Get with the program. We have a society to build here. Alright. I have 3... I guess it was at the end of the day there. Okay, they're back working the fields again. They're digging. I'm not sure where we got these carrot seeds from, but okay. Presumably we brought them with us? Luckily we don't have any kind of like seed management. I should probably... Can't we plant... There was like a whole list of things here. There's no real restrictions except for spatterdock and cattail. We can just plant sunflower, potatoes, and wheat. Sunflowers? Do some sunflowers here. And some sunflowers here. Do beavers eat sunflowers? Little baby. The children playing out in the streets. We still don't have any carrots in... Oh, the carrots are in the farmhouse. Gotcha. So would I need to assign haulers to go move them over here, or will they automatically do that once this is filled up? 18, 15... Where are my lumber beavers? Oh, here's one. Here's the other one. He's slacking off. Oh, there he is. No news, late for work today. We can rename them, apparently. Enter a new name. We'll let them name themselves. I'm not going to interfere with their culture. What are we looking over here? Power shaft, power shaft. Oh god, 50 logs for the water wheel. Do I need to start damming up the river? What do dams do, by the way? Dam blocks water but allows some to pass through a spillway at the top. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, is that going to cause my river to flood? Am I going to flood my farmlands if I build a dam across the river? We'll hold off on that until it instructs us how the water mechanics work. Alright, we have one tree here that needs to go. Well, I guess it's at 84%. We can wait. It hasn't instructed us to build, like, anything to do with this power yet. So this tree has a little bit of time to grow into adulthood before I cut it down. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll do the shafts out this way, and then... Where was... Lumber mill is unlocked already. And we'll do, like, lumber mill here. And that should give us room in the back to pass that spoke through to deliver power to the back of this. And then we can do another building next to this. And so on and so forth, because we're way overproducing power here. This is 270, I guess, to start, because I said it was going to produce, like, 300 some odd horsepower. And then our lumber mill only consumes 50, so we'll have a lot of extra leftover power to deliver to other buildings. Are you done? I guess you're done. So I guess we'll pause this for now. He can go work some other job. He's now unemployed. Oh, I just noticed these trees have like sap coming out of them. Pine resin. Oh, maybe I should not be converting my resin trees into wood. Cut trees. Here, there's no resin on this. There's no resin on this. No resin on this. And we need some more of these oaks. Well-being. Well-being is a metric that shows how content a beaver is. It affects 3 attributes: working speed, movement speed, and lifespan. One of the main ways of increasing the well-being is through attractions. Attractions are buildings that beavers enter when not at work. Build a campfire. Campfire, a place for beavers to relax and socialize in the evening. Must be built on the ground. Interesting. I'm kind of capped out there. Maybe we do it behind here. Oh, give me that back. We either do it behind here or like over here. If you want to do another row of houses, let's plan this out. If you want to do another row of houses, we're gonna need to go here and then back 1. So here. So starting at this tile here is where we can put the campfire. So if we do campfire, rotate this way. Do we set it back a bit? Cap off the end of the road here, then we'll have a couple of squares here to put something else in the front. How are we doing here? We're still missing... all the logs are here. I guess I just have to finish building it. Whoa. That's a problem for tomorrow. Also, we have 53 science. What can we do with our science? Can we do ladders yet? 70. Maybe we'll save it for stairs. We'll save it for stairs, and that'll give us access to a whole bunch of new wood up here. Each one of these is 8. So that'll be a good resource to acquire. Resource pool to gain access to. Oh. We're water wheeling. It's just spinning for no purpose. How are we looking here? 96%, so this is almost done. And then we can build our... well, nothing yet, because it hasn't instructed us to, but here we go. Lumber mill, which I assume would be the next step. So, lumber mill... can we... oh, we can actually build it here. It's just going to, yeah, that's fine. We just won't be able to connect the shaft to it until this guy finishes growing in 3%. Our campfire is nearly done. There we go. Beaver Social Club is open for business. Well-being? Done. Well-being also increases around decorations. Beavers do not intentionally approach them, so place the decorations close to where your settlers hang out. They're averse to decoration. A shrub is the simplest decoration, and beavers appreciate every bit of greenery. I'm gonna build these beavers a shrub. Oh, what is this? A rooftop terrace. And a teeth grindstone. Oh, this... didn't we see chipped teeth here? Yeah, medium chance of chipped teeth. So I need to provide these guys with a grindstone to repair their chipped teeth. But right now it's telling us to build them a shrub, which is 12 logs. Ouch. Let me get our priorities in order first. I think they can live without a shrub for longer than they can live without a teeth grindstone. So where should we place that? Right in front of the community center? Or maybe in front of the campfire? Yeah, we can always move it later. Oh, this tree is up, so we can bring it down. Somebody come cut this tree for me. Relieve me of this troublesome tree. Thank you. Building unstaffed, building lacks power, that's fine. I guess we can set these up to be built. As soon as this tree comes down, there we go. Our grindstone's in the works, just need some more logs. We have some more logs up here, we just need somebody to deliver them. We have one vacancy, no unemployed beavers. Unfortunately, it's the one that we need somebody working at. I guess I can close this down now. We don't need somebody working here for no trees, so he can go work at the lumber mill. Zolyafi. A 29-year-old beaver. Our tanks are full. Good to see. We have some berry and carrot stockpiles building up. New well-being high score, 5. From hunger, thirst, sleep, shelter, wet fur. Do I have to tell them to swim? Rooftop terrace. Oh, I have to build showers. A refreshing blast of river water to wet one's fur. Requires access to water. So where? Aha, like that, okay. So we can do a row of showers here along the river, I suppose. Carousel, oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god. A large gathering place where beavers can discuss timber-related topics. This is like the Beaver Senate. It's even like a little... Yeah, look at that. It's like a combination sauna slash Senate. Incredible. Herbalist. A Lido. A perfect place to relax by the river. Oh, look at that. A little swimming pen for the kits. Contemplation spot. For your sagely beavers to meditate. Medical bed. Uh-oh. We're gonna have injured beavers. Power lumber mill. We're almost done with that. There we go. Now it's connected. And now we're making planks. 1.3 hours to make one plank. So I guess we're gonna need another storage bin, another storage yard, a large pile for, yep, planks. Forestry. Beavers need a stable source of logs. Duh. Using science points produced by your inventor, unlock the forester, then build it in an area where you want to plant trees. Wood. Forester. Plants trees. Ah. Unlock. Okay. So this is how we get renewable logs. So this also has a work area. So we want to put this well, it doesn't necessarily have to overlap the existing trees because we're going to be able to plant new trees, right? So this just needs to be in the area of green grass where we can plant the trees that we want to exist there. So I think let's colonize this. So we'll use this little area along the river here for our tree production. We just need to make sure that we place this... I guess we'll do it along the border, because if we place it in the grass, we're taking up room that could otherwise be used to grow trees. So it's somewhat better to place this somewhere where it's wasteland. Although I guess... Let's test our theory here while I'm looking at this. Somebody go demolish this for me. I want to see if this fills up with water. Does this extend the range of our grass? He's working on it. He's just smacking it with a hammer. This ain't right. This is the opposite of what a beaver should be doing. He's undamming the river. Work faster. Okay, and done. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Okay, so water's flowing in. And the green area is expanding. Interesting. Is it going to fill up this whole platform? It is. Very cool. Okay, so we can put this forest station back a bit. We go like here. That gives us access to most of this. Well, maybe we do here or here. One of these two will give us access to most of this upper platform, this upper plateau here. Sure. That's fine. Oh, we still need to build a bush, don't we? Build a shrub. Build this shrub. 12 logs. Somewhere everyone is going to be going. They're going to be going down this avenue here to get to all the food and water, right? So we'll give them a shrub here at the corner. Here they go. How are we looking here? No planks. Why not? Oh, because they're being delivered here. That makes sense. Yeah, they're carrying planks. Okay. So we needed those planks online to build the forester. The beavers are building themselves a Subaru. Oh, we're out of logs. We still have some in the lumberjack sands, though. Right, nobody's working here. They will, once we unlock these stairs, though, which we can do in 10 more research points. That'll give us access to a bunch of fresh oak. And I wonder if I should... We can move this in the meantime, right? There's no goods here. Although I guess we do have one more tree we need to cut down here, so we'll hold off on that. Everybody go to sleep, so you can start working quicker. New well-being high score. From what? I don't know. What did I do differently? Oh, the shrub is done. They're slightly happier from seeing the shrub. Even though there's really no difference between this shrub and these bushes that are right down the street from it, but... it makes them happier. So... this is still being done. You guys are logging. I don't have anybody unemployed right now. I have not been paying attention to the farmhouse. These guys could probably have been put to work in the last 4 days while the carrots were just growing. Let's speed things along here. What are we still waiting on? We're waiting for one plank. There it is. Okay. Now we have the forester, but we don't have anybody to work there. We have 5 children. We're waiting for some of these children to grow up so that they can start working. Beaver child. He's 40% of the way to adulthood. Age 3. Age 4. Age 3. I don't know what age they become adults at. Can I put some more houses in? Like, will they just move their child into an empty house on their own so they can continue having more children? Take their 3-year-old child and move them in next door. Oh, we can claim forestry now. Use the plant trees and bushes tool to plant some birches. Right. Okay, so we can plant blueberry bushes. Ooh, I wonder if we should do that. Should we clear all of these kind of just scattered bushes and then replant them into a more compact, like, rows of blueberry bushes so that we can reclaim some of this area for building? Dandelions. Quite sure what dandelions do. Gathered by gatherer flag. Is that something they eat? Carrots, sunflower seeds, grilled potatoes, chestnuts, spatterdock bread, cattail crackers, maple pastries. I'm actually not sure what dandelions would be for. But let's follow the plan. We're going to build some birches. They want us to plant... We're going to build birches. We're going to plant 20 birches. 1, 2, 3 rows of birches, and we'll probably continue more than that because we're going to need a lot of wood. Let's do like that, and then maybe we plant some oaks over here, replant some oaks. Is this inside? Yeah, let's make sure we're in the range. So we can only go up to here. It's also slightly outside the range of our district unless we continue the path, right? We go all the way to the edge here. And then this way. Does that expend? Oh yeah, goes all the way over here. Oh, there's some more blockage over here. So if we destroy this, what does this do? This creates a whole new river up to here, and then this blockage creates a whole... Oh, we can make a whole lake back here. That's cool, and then that lake will flow around here, and we'll get another waterfall here. Very cool. We're not going to do that yet, though. Is anybody working here? No. This will be unstaffed until somebody grows up. Somebody's destiny, one of these children's, these beaver kids' destinies, is to work at this forestry station. Mini lodge. A small lodge for a single beaver. It's a closet. This is like someone... This is a southern LA backyard shed. Is running $2,000 a month in rent. Kind of cozy looking, though. I like the little round window on it. We'd have to see the interior. And it'd have to be in a really ridiculously gorgeous area. But for right now... Oh, I just noticed we have 78... Science. So we can actually unlock stairs, which also require planks, which we have now. So if we unlock stairs, we can do both the second level of our beaver flats here, which will become beaver apartment buildings, and we can build up to... let's go here, because then we can do... We can make this path go this way. And then maybe continue this like this, and then can we destroy these? Demolish. Yes, demolish. 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 There we go. So once we get this last tree here, last couple of trees, I guess this forestry station can technically harvest all these up here. So how are we looking up here? Seems like these guys still have some trees to cut because they're still running out here. They're still gathering trees. We have one more oak to cut here. So once they start complaining about having nothing to do, I will move them over here to tap into this collection of trees here. Seems like a good idea. We're still making planks. Only 2 in storage. I guess we just use some to make this staircase here. And then if we want to keep getting more beavers, I'm going to have to build second floor apartments here. Well-being. We built the shrub. Well-being. You can see the impact your actions have on your beavers. Select a beaver by clicking on it. In the panel, you can see its current well-being, attributes, and needs. Some needs can reach negative values and incur severe penalties or cause death. Select a beaver to view its needs. Yep. Those are beaver needs. Things that a beaver needs. Aesthetics. Beavers need lanterns and roofs and bulletin poles. For the beaver BBS. For beavers, it's the entire society that counts. You can see your settlement's average well-being in the top left corner of your screen. Click on it to see the fulfillment of all possible needs. I see. Hunger, thirst, sleep, shelter, wet fur, food, social life, aesthetics, awe. Farmer monument, brazier of bonding, fountain of joy, and earth recultivator. They can have fun at the detailer, the Lido, the carousel, and the mud pit, and they can read books. Steamy beaver romance novels. Remember that beavers need free time to eat, drink, sleep, and enjoy the settlement's attractions. To maximize productivity, you need to balance your workers' well-being and their working hours. For now, let's return to the default working hours. Okay, back to 16 hours. Continue. Vertical architecture. In the Wasteland, it's important to optimize the use of space. Beavers do that by growing their cities vertically. Some buildings, like lodges, have flat roofs that can support other structures. Let's build a rooftop terrace now. You may need to use stairs to connect it to the district. Okay. Oh, a rooftop terrace, not a rooftop lodge. So a rooftop terrace was in well-being. A rooftop terrace. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it's also got a center access. I guess we could do it around the back. If we really wanted to. Yeah, this stretches across multiple houses, so I wonder if we should do it like this, perhaps? Yeah, there we go in the middle of these in a very awkward positioning. Let me see something real quick. Decoration. I saw roofs in here. Roof 1 by 1, 1 by 2. Okay, so we can do like roof, terrace, and then roof again. That'll make it look slightly less goofy, I guess. So let's do rooftop terrace here. I don't want to put this on top of our lodges because I want to build lodges on top of those lodges. So we'll build this here. And at some point we will unlock 1 by 2 roofs. Or 1 by 1 roofs and do like this and then like this. Well, no, that wouldn't work. It'd have to be like a... Yeah, it's gonna look a bit silly. Oh well. Maybe we can build a fence here. Or a hedge. There we go. We can hedge up this corner of the roof and then build a roof over here. So we'll do stairs here. The main drawback is now, well, I guess I can see from the side. Because I can't really see what our berry storage looks like, but yeah, we can see around this side. Let them work on that. What building is unstaffed currently? This one. That's fine. Well, no, it's not fine because these trees haven't been planted yet, so we'll keep that active. We need some of these beaver children to grow. A drought is approaching. In 3 days. Uh-oh. Do we have enough water? We have like 90 units of water, 105 units of water. Should I build a second water pump? Let's see what the drought is, I guess. I assume they're not going to throw like a world-ending drought at us during the tutorial. Alright, how are we looking? These kids still ain't grown up. Payk, age 6. So I guess maybe age 7 is adulthood? Is every day a year in Beaver time? They become adults in a week? We still have logs, so they're still finding something to cut down over here. Oh, the terrace is done. Look at that. A great place to talk the night away, and what a view. Yeah, you can see, I guess you can see the farm. That's kind of a neat view. You can see the water wheel in the background. And a bunch of logs. Beavers like logs, right? Continue. Nope. We completed the tutorial. There's no more tooltips. New well-being high score, 7. What did I do? Oh, the rooftop terrace. Gotcha. We have 16 to 50 sunflower seeds. They're getting a varied diet. They have the option of berries, carrots, or sunflower seeds. Oh boy. Let me, while there's nothing for us to build, or they're not instructing us to build anything, let me build a hauling post. Because haulers can supposedly carry twice as much as your average beaver, right? According to the tooltip. We'll plop this down right next to the community center. 8? From what? I didn't do anything different. Maybe was that the first harvest of the sunflower seeds? We also got 41 science to play with. Where was... Shower is 50. We don't have quite enough. That might be the next thing that I unlock. Nobody's gotten injured yet, so we don't need any medical beds. Kochna grew up. Glower grew up. There we go, we have 2 unemployed beavers. We can get to work. Who's Kochna? You were the beaver of destiny to become our community's forester. New well-being high score of 9. Okay, I believe you. There he goes. Planting his little trees. Anyway, that'll be our future birch harvest. So I guess now that we have somebody on the job, we can allocate some space for some fresh oaks. I think we could do up to like somewhere around here. So let's allocate some space to some oaks as well. This building isn't connected. Oh, right. There. Haulers assist workers within a district by carrying goods, greatly increasing their productivity. Carrying capacity plus 100%. The most muscular of all beavers. You don't want to step on a hauler's tail. We can have up to 10 haulers. Interesting. But first, we'll need to build some more lodges. I guess we'll do 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have to do 1, 2, 3. You have nothing to do supposedly, but that's not true because we're going to demolish this. It just disappeared out from under him as he was sitting there. And then we're going to wood. We're going to plant a lumberjack flag, I guess here? And then we can mark all of these trees here. Whoop. For cutting. Hopefully that is within the range. It is. We'll make a path up there. These trees are all cut now. Perfect, so we can put something else next door to this. Which I think was going to be the gear workshop at 100, which is luckily the same length. I didn't actually check these. Paper mill. Printing press. Oh no. All this ought to be the end. The cap on the end, because it's longer than the rest. Tapper's shack doesn't need power. The wood workshop does, though. That is also quite long. Now we might have to change the angle of our power shaft here, our water wheel shaft. Unconnected building. Well, they're working on it. Just wait. Have somebody give you a boost until then. What are we missing? We have planks. We have no logs. Nothing over here. We're all tapped out here. I guess I can grab these last... Mark these. Cut trees. We'll mark these for cutting. Grab these last few oaks here. And the rest of our logs are going to be coming from here. So once we get through these last few oaks here, I'll remove... Well, I'll leave... I'll probably move them. We'll put them down here next to the forester station. But we'll leave this up here because this is going to be our primary tree growing area. Because we can't grow anything here yet until, presumably, we unblock this and get some water into here, which should revitalize all of this. One day to the drought. Everybody's waiting on logs. Where is... Oh, there's nobody working here. I thought there was somebody working here. Here, no goods in stock. We're gonna unassign Gnonu. Oh, we literally can't... Oh, we can pause it though, right? We can make Gnonu go work somewhere else. Where's he going? Oh, he works at the hauling post now. Oh, that's where everybody went. I was like, I swear we had some extra guys. Yeah, you... Here, we'll put this back in play. We don't need 5 new haulers. I just need somebody working this station. There we go. Okay. You're chewing these trees. You're planting. We're staffed here. Perfect. Okay. We have 0.4 of a day until the drought arrives. Curious to see how this is going to play out. We seriously don't have a single log? Look, there's 2 logs here. You, get off your butt and go haul that log. Oh, they're allocating it to the lodge first. I think it builds in order that you place them in, the blueprints in. So yeah, they're allocating all the logs to the lodge until that gets finished, and then they'll put the logs in the staircase. Here they go. Staring at the fire. It'd be cool if they, like, did something here besides sit, like, put a marshmallow over the fire or something, looked at each other and pretended that they were talking to each other. They just uses the same animation that they use everywhere else, like when they're sitting here at the rooftop terrace. I like how the farmer beaver keeps his little hat. Then they all just stand outside of their houses until it's time to go to bed. Whoop. There they go. And we're officially in a drought. So, what does that mean? We still have water. Pretty chill so far. Is the water going down? Here, we'll put our mouse right here. Right here. No, it is going down. Look at that. Okay. So, do we need to dam something? Do I need to tell them to build a dam, like, right here? Where was that? Paths and structures? Landscaping? We build a dam here. $20 logs, oh my god. You know what? Cancel that. We have much better use for that. For logs. 20 logs. Apparently the drought's only gonna last 3 days. I think we'll be alright for 3 days. What was I gonna unlock? We have 84 research points. I wanted to unlock showers, which I guess is kind of a terrible time to unlock these during a drought, because the water is going away. But I guess let's put these off the side here. We do 2 of these. And then we'll build a path to this here. And then at some point we're gonna have to build a bridge that goes over here. Is that gonna be... Can we use platforms for that? Kinda looks like it. We don't necessarily have to do a suspension bridge. Because the suspension bridge looks like it needs to have the other half built on the other side as well. Unless we just go directly, like, the entire length across. I'm not sure... Oh, I see. I think this will work. Platforms should work across here. The suspension bridge is less for crossing bodies of water and more for passing heights like this, where you can't necessarily have a platform that reaches all the way up that high. You can do maximum 3 height on a platform. But if you want to do a bridge, like... I don't know. Across this gap or something. Yeah, okay. So that's what that's for. Across this gap here. 3. Something like that. Understood. Oh. There they go. He's got wet fur. And he's going in for a drink. So I should see... Where was wet fur? Oh, right here, wet fur. Okay, so they get an additional +1 well-being from having wet fur, I guess. In most games, being wet is a detriment, but in this one it's a positive because they're beavers. Oh, one of our oaks regrew. Alright, well so far, we even still have water left. The drought has really not hit us that badly. We even still have a bit of a waterfall here. So I remember seeing... So we had over here... Put platforms away. Over here, we saw earlier... Here we go. Bad water source. Okay, so this has completely dried up. It's actually like a hole to hell or something here. And what the humans did here. I mean, this is a radioactive waste buried location. Oh, look, there we go. We have a natural reservoir here. So this is cut off? Well, no, because there's bad water right here. So this bad water flows this way. And this... I don't know if this normally has any water. This doesn't look like pure bad water. This looks like a brackish half bad water. And because it's a still pond, it's a still body of water, it doesn't seem to be going down with the drought. The same as this here. Does it flow down from here? Oh yeah, here we go, water source. Okay, so this is where the water comes from. So I'm guessing because, oh, there it goes, yeah. So because of the drought, there's no more water coming out of there, so the rivers are drying up. Anything that's below water level is turned into just a retention pond. And so the water flows through here. Presumably this is all going to flow away, because this is all flowing downstream. Is there eventually a place? Yeah, where it just flows off the map. Okay. So this is the exit point for the water. So if we want to retain our water during a drought, we'll have to dam up this river, I guess? I just don't know what that'll do to it during non-drought periods, because the water is still going to be coming down here, so if we dam it up, it's going to overflow into our flat land that we're building on. So I guess we need something like, didn't we see floodgates in here somewhere? Landscaping, so maybe floodgates, we can adjust the height of the dam. So we can open her up during non-drought periods, and then when the drought comes, we can close the floodgates to retain our water in this little river bend here. Yeah, because this end, this does dip down below, so this will act like a dam on this side. So the water level will stop here, and then we'll use floodgates to dam this up, and we'll just keep our little stretch of river here. But for right now, all of our land is just going to dry up and crack within a day. Surprisingly, our water pump is still going with just like a little puddle left underneath it here. We have 1.5 days left of drought. It's still, I think 0.33 was what it was before. Oh, never mind. That's unaffected by water availability because it still says 0.33 for 1 unit. So yeah, we're fully dried out now. Our fields are barren. They'll die in 2 days, which luckily the drought will be over in 2 days. So we won't lose any crops. Oh, I see. Every type of plant has a specific drought resistance. 9 days, so they'll stay fine for 12 days. They'll stay fine for 13 days. Man. Droughts can last quite a while, huh? So we'll definitely have to do some strategic planning on our water reserves. Because damming this up will give us water for our fields, but will not give us any water for our trees if we get hit with a particularly nasty drought. So we'll have to figure out a way to block this as well, I guess. I'll have to look up how exactly the water mechanics work, but I'm guessing the water level in the river dropped because it all flowed away. So if we can stop the river from flowing downstream and exiting the map, we should be able to retain that water, but we'd have to do it somewhere where there's room to collect all of that flowing water, because just because we dam this up, it doesn't mean that the water's going to stop flowing this way. So anything that's a higher elevation up is going to be dumping its water into our river here. So we really wouldn't be able to, I would imagine, we wouldn't be able to use floodgates on our stretch of the river here until the water has stopped coming in from here. Otherwise, it'll come into here and then overflow the bank of our stretch of the river. Right? We'll find out. Building needs water, yeah. They can have a nice dust shower, like a chinchilla. How are we doing? We got logs coming in. We've got logs building up here. Nice. We got planks. We've got logs. Oh yeah, this is going to be unpowered. Zulyafi has nothing to do until the water returns. We can demolish this. We have 39 science. I don't know if we can do anything with 39 science. I guess we need to unlock before the next drought comes. We need to unlock floodgates for 150. 250. We can do an aquatic farmhouse for 150. Employs specialized farmers to plant and harvest aquatic crops. Ooh. Gathers spatterdock cattail roots. Okay, so we can have access to some additional food types for well-being. A grill. Grills vegetables. Oh, it's a whole building. So potatoes, chestnuts, and spatterdock we can grill for higher nutritional values. Gristmill to make flour. Bakery to make bread. And the gristmill is going to need some power off of our water wheel or from a wind turbine. Actually, can I plug... We can plug a wind turbine into our existing drive shaft to turn the wheel when there's no water. So that unlocks at 120 science. That would not be a bad idea to have. And we're gonna need a medical bed at some point. I'm sure somebody's gonna get injured. Decorations, lanterns, roofs, etc. Stream gauge, an old-fashioned way to measure water depth, flow, and contamination. Okay. Looks like it's 3 blocks high. A hammock. Bench. Ooh, a bulletin pole. 600 science, though. A beaver statue. Weather vane. Scare beaver. Lots of stuff. Observatory. Just while we're waiting for the drought to pass, I'm just going to check out some of these buildings here. A refinery. A bot part factory. We can make robots. A bot assembler. Robot beavers, excuse me. Monuments. Farmer monument. Whoa. He's so happy. A brazier of bonding. A fountain of joy. Good God. This fountain is larger than their community center. That's so much water. And then the Earth Recultivator distributes tree seeds across the earth. When launched, makes the beavers in the area extra happy. Whoa! This is like an elf monument. I don't even know where we would put this. It's huge. Look at that area of effect. There you go. It needs its own section of the continent. Right over here. 20k science though. That's the last thing you build in the game. Wild. We're gonna speed things along here. So I guess the next thing we need is gear workshop or aquatic farmhouse. Large pump seems extra expensive. Large warehouse isn't too expensive, but I feel like we're gonna need some extra. We need more beavers. And I want to put in like at least one more science center. What are they called? Inventor house. Mad scientist den. We're also going to need to unlock platforms for 100. And we can use platforms to build a bridge across the river here. So we can access all of this area. And whatever this is, some ruins here for scrap metal. So we can get into metal forging. cool. But more importantly, this little copse of trees here. But with that, the drought has ended and cycle 2 begins. Droughts, congratulations! Your settlement has survived its first drought. Droughts are part of the seasonal cycle. They will return and become longer over time. Oh. The challenge is going to ramp up. Very cool. So let's go take a look, see if our theory is correct. So, oh yeah, I can already see water pouring out of here. Put this in high speed. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to figure out in this next cycle how we can manage our little section of the river here, dam it up to capture that water throughout the drought so that we never lose our little section of the river. And to do that, I'm sure we're going to need to unlock what was it? Landscaping. We're going to need to unlock floodgates for 150. So we're just waiting for the water to come visit us here. We can see it approaching in the distance. In the meantime, we're stockpiling logs. Here comes the water, washing over our civilization. That's a cool effect. I like that. Our water wheel is turning. Industry is back online. And now we can continue. So I guess we're going to start making some more lodges, because we need more beavers. Oh. 2 new beavers were born. Oh, somebody died of old age. A few people died of old age. A few beavers died of old age, I suppose. Nyabingi, Oyana, and Kodoons died of old age. Oh. It's a cavalcade of beavers pouring out of their little hovels here. Oh, okay, you guys are standing around with nothing to do. So, we're gonna pause these. You guys can come work over here. So let's build 2 more of these. You guys can work there. Our forester, let's plant some more birch. 7 days or 12 days for 2. We technically get a better return if we do pine trees. 23 days for 4, 28 days for 6, 30 days for 8. Interesting. Let's do pines. I think pines is what was here before anyway. Yay many. Let's see, carrots are growing. We have a couple of sunflowers left and 1 carrot, and then our farm is kind of out of production for now. I could potentially reassign our farm beavers to go do something else. Sunflower seeds. Yeah, I don't know if we need a storehouse for sunflower seeds. We're not really growing enough to even fill up the internal buffer inside of the farmhouse. Where? I unassigned these 2 beavers. Where did they go work? I don't think I had any other buildings that were just waiting for employees. Where did they go? I guess we just had 3 beavers die, right? So maybe we unassign one of these haulers. You're fired. Go chop wood. Where did he go? I just destroyed a job and we still don't have any unemployed beavers. Where did he go work? Are they all becoming streamers or something? Where are my employees disappearing to? here. -1 job. There we go. One more lumberjack at least. Lumber beaver. Building unstaffed. Yes, I know. We're waiting for 6 children to grow up. We have 46. What do we need? There's so many things I want to do. I don't know which order to unlock them in. I want to unlock the gear workshop. Although I don't know if I have anything that gets built with gears yet. So maybe we do platforms first at 100. That'll get us access to the other side of the river here, and a big old fresh bundle of trees. Because it looks like we're already quite a way through our extra stockpile here. Especially now that we have 2 lumberjacks. I think once he gets done planting these trees, I'll reassign him as well. Unless somebody grows up in the meantime. I feel like we're spinning our wheels at the moment. We're already like 2 days into this cycle, 3 days into this cycle now, and we haven't even built a new building. I don't know what I would do. Like, we have entire buildings here that don't have any beavers in them at all. Poor Nonu has no partner. Yeah, and then we have a bunch of fully lived-in lodges until their children grow up and move out. Day 4, still no new employees. Girisha was born. Got a whole bunch of kids coming up, but nobody to do any work. Our logs are full. Even our lumberjacks are just sitting around with nothing to do right now. In that case... let's build another inventor house over here. So we can get our science quicker. We need a few more science to unlock the bridge. There we go. 100. Unlock platform. Yes. Okay, now where are we going to put our bridge? Probably right here, yeah? That makes sense. We'll put a platform here, 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 and here. That seems like it's allowed. Put some of our builders to work here. And I guess we'll unassign... we'll pause these lumberjack flags. We have full stockpile of logs. We just need some more planks. How's our water reserves doing, by the way? Seems like we have enough. I haven't seen anybody dying of thirst or complaining about thirst. Here they go. They're working on the bridge. The layer tool. As your settlement grows vertically, working beneath buildings and terrain can become difficult. Oh my god, that water wheel is so loud. The layer tool helps with that by hiding everything above the selected layer. Let's change the visible layer by clicking the highlighted buttons. Oh, here, okay. Down. Down, 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 down. Oh, there it goes. We've gone too far. What is this? Hello? Oh, that's the bad water source. Oh, so we can see, like, a quick hand. Water seep. Oh, that's where the water came from here. I was like, I saw the water here. It was like brackish water, but I didn't know how the good water was getting in here because this was blocked off. I guess it's coming from this. It seems like a weaker version of the water source block from here. Huh. So the water flows from underground. Interesting. Reset visible layer. Is that this? Reset. There we go. Continue. You can control the visible layer without clicking buttons with the customizable key bindings. Many other actions have key bindings as well. You can find them in the tooltips or in the settings menu. Alt, scroll down. Alt, scroll up. Got it. That's all they had. And our platform bridge is almost complete. Hopefully this does not affect our flow of the river to our water wheel. 348 should be about what it was at its height. We have 2 vendors working now. And they're done, okay. So can we extend our path? We can. Oh, it puts a little guardrail on it as well. Nice. So there's like 3 trees left over here, and then we have access to this whole copse of trees here, and we have access now to all of this land to potentially put some more crops down here. So we can build another efficient farmhouse over here and plant, what do we have here? Potatoes and some wheat. But for that, oh, we have 5 unemployed beavers now. I think we had some people grow up. Yeah, Trezan grew up. Tezi grew up. Senway grew up. Okay. We're booming. Age 2, age 7, already living on his own at age 7. He's a trooper. Talus. I thought it said tails. Okay, so we have 5 unemployed beavers now. So let's reactivate one of these. One can handle these last few trees here. We will destroy this. We'll move it over here. Wood. Lumberjack flag. Put this here. And then we'll mark cut trees, all of this. Give me this wood. In the morning when you all wake up. And we could probably also do a bridge across this side and then do like make this a full grid, just so that if we put a farm out here, the farmers don't have to walk all the way around the outside of the city to bring the food over to the warehouses. So we'll definitely want to put a bridge going this way. We'll put some platforms across here again. We're gonna decimate our plank collection. I guess we could technically have another lumber mill now. What does this cost? 15 logs. Could double our lumber or our plank production. Sure. Put some of those beavers to work. Then we... Here, we'll put one more worker on here. We could assign some new haulers. Oh, here. Perfect. You're available. Let's pause this. Now I have 3 beavers to work our second farmhouse that I'm gonna put... somewhere out here. How far out do we want to go? We're gonna want a road that connects up to here to get to those whatever ruins here for scrap metal. We can run this back here. And potentially... Let's put a 2-gap space here so we can build stuff along the river. There. I guess. Ish. A little sloppy. I prefer straight lines, but I don't want to cut too much into this open space because I want all this to be like continuous farmland. So let's copy this. Is it red? Oh, it's red because this has a... this... There, now it's green. Okay, that makes sense. Efficient farmhouse. So can we put this on this side? There we go. We can do it there. And then we have all of this open field here. In fact, let's switch this here, and then destroy buildings. No. Destroy that. There we go. One less bend in the road, and then we can assign potatoes here. Potato. How many? I don't know. 6 by 8? Something like that. And then wheat. Do we do wheat? We need we need 2 different buildings. We need, for potatoes, we only need a cooker. What was it called? Food. We need a grill, which we already have access to. So we can do potatoes right away. To do wheat, we have to unlock and build a grist mill, which looks like it requires gears, which you don't have access to yet. And also a bakery. So I don't think we'll launch into potato or into wheat just yet, but I think potatoes should be fine. I also think we don't need 3 full farmers here for a small field of potatoes. So we'll just do 2 here out of our 4 available beavers. We have 2 people making planks. We still have some trees up here. Perfect. Alright. I like how things are progressing so far. So next unlock, I think we want to be... floodgates. So 150. And then we'll see if we can floodgate somewhere at the end of the stretch of river here. We're like right here behind the water wheel. We'll do a little test to see if we can retain our water. There we go. Potato farm is online. We have 2 potato farmers. We're gonna need another storehouse for potatoes, so I'm gonna have to mark... Destroy, can I destroy? Mark resources for demolition. So let's destroy these bushes. But I can build this here for potatoes. There they go. Just hammering the shit out of a blueberry bush. Cut it down. No. We're gonna mash this thing into paste. Wap, 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 wap. There they go. Pasted. All right. Copy, paste, copy, paste. This will be our potato place. And then we're gonna need a place for baking potatoes. grill. Sure, why not? See, we're still at 9 well-being. What do we need to further increase our well-being? Nobody's gotten injured yet. We can potentially unlock the contemplation spot. But I want to first unlock floodgates, so 150. So we'll hold off on that. And they can stay mildly happy for now. They're going to sacrifice their short-term happiness for the long-term well-being of the colony. Oh, our birches are ready. I don't think we need to immediately hop into that. Well, it depends. How's our log stockpile? 152, not bad. Because we have one lumberjack who's active up here. Actually, we'll probably reassign him once he brings this last 4 logs in here. There's no other reason for us to be up here right now. So we'll demolish these 2. I can reassign this lumberjack to here. For these birches. And I guess these oaks that have popped up here. Are they set to be harvested? Cut trees. They are now. Okay, so we'll reactivate. I actually have 1 beaver doing nothing, so here. We'll reactivate this first. We have to mark... Cut trees, cut trees. We have to mark... all of these new trees for harvesting. And I assume if we have somebody on forestry duty... Oh, replant dead trees not marked for cutting. Oh, okay. So that means that they will, by default, they'll replant dead trees in grow zones, right? So if I go plant trees and bushes and then pick birch... Well, I guess it's probably the black box maybe denotes that this is supposed to have birches planted here. So presumably, as long as we keep this marked for cutting, the lumberjacks will cut this down and the forester will replant it automatically without me having to intervene. Would be nice. We're going to tell him to make grilled potatoes, but not yet. Because we have to wait 6 days for potatoes. So that means that you 2 can also go do something else. And each one of these is going to make 1 potato. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 56 potatoes. So we may actually want to plant some more potatoes because we can hold up to 200 here. So you guys are back on the job. And then let's just expand this. There's another 14. There's another 20. There's another 9. There. We still have 1 fully unoccupied house, but we have 8 children. Nothing to do in range. Yep, okay, so you're finally out of a job, so we're gonna pause this. We still have logs here, so I'm not gonna destroy it. There's no logs here, we'll destroy this. Bye! And I guess there's no reason for us to be up here right now. I haven't seen a tooltip in a while. Can I tell somebody to demolish this? Here he comes. Meow. Okay, he's gonna break that down for us. We'll let him work on that while I check on some other stuff here first. I wonder, maybe, I think I'm gonna build another one of these water pumps as well. We're gonna want to stockpile... Well, if we're gonna be able to retain the river, we don't necessarily need to stockpile as much water. But as our population grows, we're just gonna need to be able to supply more drinkable water, more potable water in general. So maybe we do a second pump here. Although now, because these are uneven, I want to destroy this and move it next door here, just for continuity. Oh, I need to build a path to it. There we go. Oh, we lost somebody. Rorno died of old age, so now we're understaffed again. Injured! Oh, we finally need it. Well-being, medical bed, yeah. I was hoping to use those points for something else, but we're gonna have to unlock the medical bed and build one right here, next to the teeth grinding stone. Build it. Oh, he's got a little bandage on his paw. Oh no! Poor guy. There. You could just go lay in this cot, I guess, is how beavers recover from injuries. He's laying on his bad arm. You don't want to put weight on that, man. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna take longer to heal. Alright, how are we doing? Carrots are still rolling in. I wonder, should I assign more land to sunflowers? Because we're really not making many sunflowers. Okay, here, we'll pause this. The potatoes are going to take 6 days to come in, so we don't need 2 beavers sitting here scrolling TikTok for 6 days. Wood storage is looking good. We're double pumping water. We're back to 86 research points. So I do not yet have our floodgates at 150. We now have 3 unemployed beavers. I could potentially build another inventor. There we go. Gnonu. He's been all over the place. We saw him. He was a lumberjack earlier. He's moving up in the world. Now he gets a desk job. We need to get to 150 research points before the next drought hits. We're probably also going to need some more houses at some point. There's our wood stockpile. We left enough space here to build a second row of houses. So we want the lower, to make this symmetrical, we want the lower building like that. And the up building like that. With a path here and a staircase here. Here we go. We have 4 unemployed beavers right now. What can I do with them? How can I make them productive? Could use another lumberjack stand here. I can double up on lumberjacking these trees. Towel screw up. Now we have another unemployed beaver. 145. 146, 147, 148, 149, 150. Okay, so let's unlock floodgate. 150 science points. And we want to see if we can build this, I guess, across the narrowest point of the river, so maybe like right here? Or do we do it a little further down, just for aesthetic reasons, so we're not right up on the water wheel? I guess we can do it from here. Let's build 1, too... Oh, what does it say? It's too far from a district and cannot be reached. Build more paths or a new district. Is it just because it's out in the water? Like, can I build a platform to reach inside there? Let's see. Here comes... I guess we can temporarily increase the number of haulers so we have some unemployed beavers. Nope, and it's night again. The beaver's free time is cutting into my industry. Yeah. We've got 3 days to get this dam built, guys. Okay, there's one. It's too far from a district. We'll see what happens when they get one of these platforms built, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm not sure how you would build a dam without being able to reach past one tile. So we can raise and lower... Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You can even raise and lower the ones that haven't been built yet. Okay, so they built one here. This one is now not complaining about being unreachable. Okay, so we need to build a bridge behind the floodgates. So we're gonna need at least one more. And then they should be able to diagonally, because if they can build this one from here, then they can build this one from here. Actually, no. We don't need this one at all. What was that? Oh, okay. It kicked me out of build mode. I was like, what the hell just happened? Okay, so yeah, if they can build diagonally, then they can build this one from here, and they can build this one from here, so we should be fine. You guys have 2.6 days to finish this floodgate, or we're all gonna die. No pressure, though. I like how the power distribution system works. Looks very neat. Very steampunky. I guess, what do they call it? Timberpunk? Very loud, though. Good grief. Alright, I don't know... 71%, I don't know if our potatoes will finish, but hopefully if we retain our river, at least our section of the river, then our crops won't start drying out. We will have to see. Yeah, okay. They can reach it. We should have more than enough logs and planks. So I guess next we'll need to get into gears when we hit 100. And then this can go right next door. And then this will turn planks into gears. And then what do we use the gears on? Oh, triple lodge. Double and triple lodge. Oh, it's the size of a... Interesting. How does that work with, like, couples, though? Because with a regular lodge, it'll only move in 2, and then they just leave a third open space for their children. Will the lodge automatically reserve 2 slots, then? Or is it just like a giant, like, dorm room? Oh, here we go. It's all built. So I guess, now that it's built, we don't technically need these, right? It just becomes a pile of... Oh, the original planks we get back. Yes, please. I'll let them come gather that before I delete these, just in case it makes them unreachable. Here they come. They've got very long arms. Okay, and then we'll destroy this. We got it. We'll destroy this. Reclaim those planks. What are you guys doing sitting around? Cut me some more trees. Chop, chop. Or choo-choo. There we go. How are we looking up here? There are still some trees to chew up here. They're in range. Oh, we never saw what happened here. Oh yeah, look at that. I forgot to check back on this, but yeah, the river has now passed through here. Has revitalized all this riverfront and now has set this blockage. So if we can extend a path back here, we can break this blockage and then create a whole lake here with a section here that'll be retained during a drought. That'll be good. I don't know if it's going to do any good for us over on this side of the mountain, but if we need to expand our civilization back this way, I'm sure we'll build a staircase up here. Actually, we can probably build a staircase up there right now with what we have available. Can we put... There's a fox in my backyard. I don't know if you can hear it on the mic. She's screaming her head off. We might need the double platform, though. I don't know if you can build a platform on a platform. You can, actually, so never mind. We should be fine. What even is the point of the double platform, then, and the triple platform if you can just infinitely stack platforms? So yeah, we can do single platform, then a single and a double platform, and that should give us a staircase up to the top here. I don't know if I want to do that right now, because there's basically nothing we can do up here, except I guess we could build more residential buildings up here, but I did give myself enough room for houses here, but we can build 1, 2, potentially 3 houses here, and then another row here. So we have a lot of room for more housing before we need to start moving up here, but it will be cool to do a vertical-looking civilization. So we'll let this continue. I forgot to check the river here, but luckily I didn't cause a flood by setting this too high. Right now it's at a half meter. Let's see. Oh, our potatoes are coming in, so we can unpause this, play. Our first, right, we did 2 batches of potatoes. We had an inner and an outer ring of potatoes. So we can put some of these unemployed beavers to work in the fields. They're gonna make potatoes. And then we're gonna move those potatoes into the grill. We'll give our last unemployed beaver something to do. Now I wonder, how can we... Surely there must be a way, short of like unlocking... Didn't we have dynamite in here or something? Landscaping. Tunnels through terrain. Ooh. That's 2k research points. Yeah, even 600 dynamite is expensive. So, like, short of dynamiting a river through here, there's got to be a way to revitalize this area in here. We have to get water in here somehow to grass it up. Okay, so the drought is here. We're going to pay attention to what the water level at this elevation is, because I'm worried that if we... Let me see if I can experiment with this without destroying our civilization. So if I increase this, I want to retain as much water in here as we can. 0.65. 0.7. Oh, we have a little waterfall going. I just don't want to cut this off completely and cause a flood. In fact, I think the water level seems like it's already rising back here. I'm not sure why the water level would be higher upstream than it would be right at the source of the blockage. Well, I guess it also rose here a bit. Our flow has slowed way down, though, because our water wheel has dropped from 300 something to barely over 100. But yeah, water level's rising fast. I think I might have This might be a little bit too close. Let's go to 6. It's still rising back there. I'm watching it right here. I just don't want to go over that bank. What's the sweet spot here? Here, fast mode. Okay, now it's going down. I'll leave it at 6 of those. It seems like it's dropping a lot at 6. It's still dropping. I'm guessing... Ooh, new well-being high score 10. From... Oh, they have grilled potatoes now. Our grill is online. 72 grilled potatoes. Building lacks power. Right. We have 200 research points now. Can we unlock a wind turbine for 120? Yes, we can. Can we put this on the back side of this? Right here. Okay, there's still a little bit of water dribbling out here. But we still have water flowing in, so I don't want to close us off just yet. Can we go back up to 7? You want to keep as much water in here as possible. We're almost out of flow here. The water level is slowly rising. 11. We gained almost 2 whole points, so we have only 4 more points and we'll unlock Iron Teeth. Whole new game mode, and I feel like we barely even scratched the surface of the first campaign here. Okay, water is not... Water stopped flowing out of our section of the river here. So let me... Can I fully close these floodgates now? There's still a little bit trickling in here. We'll keep an eye on the water levels. We no longer have any flow for our water wheel. But we're retaining... There we go. The flow finally finished coming from the water source. So yeah, all of this just dehydrated back here. But we're keeping our stretch of the river. That's cool. There's a lot that we could do with that. Especially on like a more vertically aligned map. Or a map that has more verticality, I should say. We can create some very interesting water systems. There we go. So downstream just dried up, and we're officially in the drought. 1.3 days left of drought, and our little community is doing just fine. Even our potatoes are fully hydrated. It's like nothing's happened at all. Oh, and our wind turbine's online now. So we're producing 133 horsepower, which should be more than enough for our... What are these, 50 each? Oh, well, there's no demand right now at all. Here. Yeah, 50 horsepower per building. So this one wind turbine is producing enough. Now, I don't know, there may be a dynamic wind system, so this may go up and down, but at the moment, it looks like it's providing more than enough power for both of our lumber mills. Now we have water energy and wind energy on the same shaft. There you go. Kids are still showering. Drinking water's still coming up. Civilization's still ticking along. Our trees are in a bad spot, but... Oh, our pine trees finally grew. Building lacks power. Oh yeah, there you go. So now our water power and our wind power simultaneously dried up. We could do the power wheel. We don't have anybody to run it, but we could put the ultimate insult. Everybody else gets to sit around eating baked potatoes all day, but this one poor bastard has to run in the wheel. Why can't I put this here? Oh, because it needs to be accessible. So I'd have to extend our shaft a bit and then slap this on it. But that'll only produce 50 horsepower worth. And we can connect it directly to the building. Now, does this contribute to the whole system? Like, if I put this here, does this... I guess it's only 20 logs, you can find out. Does this, like, spin all of this as well, or just this building? Build the big hamster wheel. There it is. Who gets to run in the wheel? Zolrajas, you were the chosen one. He drew the short straw, but at least everybody else can keep working. Yeah, I'll figure out how am I going to squeeze this in here. I guess I could just skip 2 gaps and then just keep building stuff on this side. And we can just extend the shaft back here. Nope, he's going home. He's had enough for the day. We still have some grilled potatoes left over. We still have some raw potatoes in storage. So we definitely did. We made enough potatoes. We grew enough potatoes. And we're through the second drought. Barely even an inconvenience. Our beavers wouldn't have known that anything happened at all. So yeah, very fun. I think we're going to call it there. I think 2 droughts is a good point to stop. We're at almost 3 hours. It's a good length for an episode. I've got a really good feel for the game. I'm enjoying it so far for sure. It's kind of like a chill version of an RTS civilization builder. Like you're not building a civilization to compete with other civilizations. There's no real combat. You're not fending off monsters or hostile animals or hostile factions. It's just your beavers versus nature and the harshness of the, I guess, post-apocalyptic world that they're revitalizing here. It's very cool systems. I like the drought system. I like the water management. I almost want to restart on a map that has like some more verticality to it. But we'll continue on this one for a while. I mean, we've barely even tapped into the tech tree here. We've got a ton of map to explore. So I think there's a lot more for us to learn and a lot more for us to experience before we start trying to challenge ourselves. But yeah, a very chill feeling to this one. It's more just strategically picking which parts of the civilization to advance to meet the current challenge from the environment and from your society that you have built. I think at the moment it almost feels a little bit too easy. So I don't know if there are some sandbox settings that I can adjust to increase the difficulty. We'll see if maybe the droughts increase in length over time. But we're only at drought 2, and I've already seemingly negated the effects of the drought. I feel like maybe that is either we're not challenging ourselves enough with the settings, or there are more challenges that have yet to be introduced. But yeah, I feel like it's a little bit trivial now. We're way overproducing food. We've really had no population crises. It's really just going to be unlocking more sciences, providing more recreation and well-being for our beavers to unlock higher tiers of the game and more things to build. Obviously, we need to get to level 15 well-being to unlock the iron teeth. What were they called? The iron teeth at well-being 11. So they have apparently a completely different societal structure. I think they'll probably, based on the descriptions of some buildings, like the farmhouses saying that the folktales design fits more farmers, they'll probably share some buildings between the 2 civilizations, but each will have its own kind of twist and different unique buildings that make their playstyle feel a bit different. but I am excited to not only progress through the tech tree, but I want to build like up. The trailer had some very cool looking like gigantic cities with big overhangs and multi-layer villages and stuff built on top of other stuff and stuff built on giant trusses and very steampunky. I guess this would be more like a forest punk, or I guess they call it timber punk here. So yeah, I think you can do some creative things with the civilization building here. Obviously, we have a lot of buildings to unlock. There's a whole automation tab here I haven't even looked at that gives us, what is this, levers, relays, flow, and depth sensors, so we can program parts of our wet floor, flood a building. Flood! Oh! My floodgates! No! Well, we can just see what a flood looks like. Whoops. The river caught up with us. There we go. Let it flow. Hopefully that doesn't cause any long-term damage. Yeah, we have chronometer, weather station, power meter, population counter, so we can program our civilization to react to the environment without having manual intervention. Firework launcher, memory, HTTP lever. We can do Twitch integration here, HTTP adapter for API calls. Oh yeah, that's fun. But yeah, I would love to just get into the city building aspect of this more, so even just the pure RTS section, and make a cool looking vertical beaver civilization. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of this. I don't know if we'll hop immediately right back in, because I do need to finish up Cairn. I've been putting that off for so long. I need to finish up Cairn, and I need to do, I think, a couple more episodes of Star Rupture, and we'll be done with Star Rupture until the content update. So I just wanted to take a look at this, and then one more game that I have up for recording next, and then we can, yeah, pick what we want to hop into after that. So we'll put a pin in this one for now, and definitely come back to it a little bit later. If you're still with us, then thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this playthrough of Timberborn, hit like and subscribe. If you want to check out Timberborn for yourself, head on over to Steam and pick it up. And if you will, let me know what you think of the game so far. If you have any tips for me, just like in Star Rupture, I'm sure there's a ton that I'm going to need to learn about this game, so let me know in the comments below. But whatever you do, I'll see you right here again in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.